What's up everyone, and welcome to another video of Joe Debates. My name is Joe. It is a beautiful day today, and as you all know, Shang-Chi is now in theaters. And so I thought it was fun to take a look at all those upcoming Marvel movies that will be released after Shang-Chi. So let's get right into it and start with Venom, Let There Be Carnage.
Is the loneliest number that you'll ever do.
I've been thinking about you.
Two can be as bad as one. It's the loneliest number.
Because you and I are the same. Every decision we ever make, who do we leave behind? And how do we leave them? Waiting in the darkness for the rescuer who never comes. Welcome back, Eddie Brock. It's been a long time. Miss you so much. Soon come chaos. Chaos soon come.
This film will bring the return of course, Eddie Brock / Venom, his ex and waning, and we'll have Woody Harrelson as, of course, the great, terrifying Carnage. Carnage and Venom will finally go up against each other, and will finally have the fight we have been waiting for so long. It is bound to be a great first film, and it is likely to tie into the MCU with maybe a post-credit scene. If not, then the next film that will set up the connection between the MCU universe and the Sony universe, which I will be talking about later on. Next, we have the Eternals.
We're Eternals. We came here 7,000 years ago to protect humans from the deviants.
Why didn't you guys help fight Thanos? Or any war, or all the other terrible things throughout history?
We were instructed not to interfere in any human conflicts unless deviants are involved.
By who?
We need to find the others.
I haven't seen some of them for centuries.
Hi.
Hello.
This is what the end of the world looks like. At least we have front row seats.
You know what's never saved the planet? Your sarcasm.
We have loved these people since the day we arrived. When you love something, you protect it.
You can't protect any of them.
This film will bring a new group of superheroes who've been hiding for a long time and has now finally revealed themselves to the world to save it from a big threat. And that threat includes the Descendants, led by the very terrifying villain known as Crow. This team will include a lot of heroes and a lot of well-known stars. We'll have Richard Madden as Garrus, Angelina Jolie as Tina, Kamai Nanjinja as Kingo, sorry if I pronounced that wrong, Salma Hayek as the leader of the Eternals, Ajax, Brian Tyree Henry as Pestos, Dong Lee as Gilgamesh, Leah McHugh as Sprite, Gemma Chan as Cersei, Barry Keoghan as Drac, and Lauren Ridloff from The Walking Dead as McCary. Kit Harington is also set to play the Black Knight, which he is born to play since we all know him as Jon Snow, the Great Knight from Game of Thrones. This is set to be one big, amazing superhero movie, and rumors are also going around that they will introduce the X-Men. And we'll just have to wait and see whether or not that will happen, but it's bound to be one of the most biggest films of the year. Alright, then we have the last MCU film that will be released in 2021. Spider-Man No Way Home.
So, Peter, to what do I owe the pleasure?
I'm sorry to bother you, sir.
Please, we saved half the universe together. I think we're beyond you calling me sir.
Okay, Steven.
That feels weird, but I'll allow it.
When Mysterio revealed my identity, my entire life got screwed up. I was wondering if maybe you could make it so that he never did.
Strange. Don't cast that spell. It's too dangerous. Fine. I won't. The entire world is about to forget that Peter Parker is Spider-Man.
Wait, everyone? Can't some people still know?
That's not how the spell works.
So MJ's gonna forget about everything we've ever been through?
Stop tampering with the spell.
Oh my God, Ned, he's my best friend. Oh, my Aunt May should really know.
Stop talking.
What just happened?
We tampered with the stability of space-time. The multiverse is a concept about which we know frighteningly little. The problem is you trying to live two different lives. The longer you do it, the more dangerous it becomes. Be careful what you wish for, Parker.
This movie will be released on Christmas, and it will have a lot of big figures in it. We've already seen the great trailer, which has been released just a week ago, and it was a great trailer. It showed a lot of amazing elements, and it revealed a lot of rumors that have been going around, and finally we got the satisfaction of those rumors being true. Of course, we know that this film, from the post-credit scene, will talk about Peter's secret identity being revealed to the world and that he sort of killed Mysterio. But we all know he didn't, he was framed to do that. And so he has to get out of it all. We know from the trailers that he's going to prison for questioning. We don't know if he will actually go to prison, but the case was likely that he won't, of course. And there is a big rumor going around that Matt Murdock, also known as Daredevil, will be his lawyer. And he is even being spotted in the trailer. Some people think that at least. And it could be really great if he was his lawyer. But those rumors are very fake for now, so we don't know for sure if that is the case. But we do know, however, that this film will introduce the multiverse. We know from the trailers that Peter Parker wants the world to forget about the truth that he is Spider-Man, because since then his life has been terrible. So he goes to Doctor Strange to have him make some kind of spell so that everyone will forget about him being Spider-Man. Then he starts having doubts about him and all, and then everything goes wrong and the multiverse is unleashed. Then we see a lot of villains coming around from all kind of universes and from his own universe. And who is all in this trailer isn't really sure because the shots go by really quick. But we do see some figures, and we know from a lot of rumors go around that they will appear in the film. So far we got Green Goblin, Doc Ock, Electro, possibly Sandman, and Scorpion or the Lizard. And the sixth member could most likely be the Chameleon. Dimitri made an appearance in the previous Spider-Man film. He was a hero back then, but there is a really pretty lucky chance that maybe his alternate version from the universe comes around as the villain known as the Chameleon. He was a Sinister Six member in the comics, so the case is likely that he is the sixth member of the team. If that's not the case, then a villain from the previous Spider-Man movies may return, like Mysterio or the Vulture. And we know Mysterio is dead, but a lot of people think he faked his death, and that is a very likely case. All in all, this seems to be one big film with a lot of characters. There are even some rumors going around that Emma Stone's Gwen Stacy and Kristen Dunst's Mary Jane will appear, and even Andrew Garfield and Tom Maguire's Spider-Man. Those cases are very unlikely given the news going around, but we're hoping that those rumors are true. Then we have the first film of 2022, Morbius.
I should have died years ago. Why am I still here if not to fix this? I have a rare blood disease, and I'm running out of time. This could be my last chance.
You're up to something. What is it?
It's not exactly legal.
I want to see you get hurt more than you already have.
This would be a cure.
At what cost? Michael, what's happening?
I went from dying to feeling more alive than ever.
Increased strength and speed. The ability to use echolocation. And an overpowering urge to consume blood.
How far are we allowed to go? To fix something that's broken. Until the remedy is worse than the disease.
This film will tie into the MCU. That has been confirmed in the trailer, since Michael Keaton's The Vulture appeared in the trailer. And there are also rumors going around that Matt Gargan, also known as Scorpion, will also make an appearance. And this film will follow the great vampire scientist as he tries to cure his disease. But instead he turns into a terrifying beast. He will be played by Jared Leto. And there are a lot of other actors set to appear in the film. For example, Matt Smith, Adriel Arjona, Jared Harris, Alma Driscoll, and Tyrese Gibson. We all know that Venom was an underrated masterpiece, and Morbius is bound to be a film that will also surprise us. Then we have Doctor Strange in the Multiverse of Madness.
Look around you. It's over.
No.
Here we are, in the consequence of her deception. A world on fire. causality is.
Death will spread through the multiverse. There's no sorcerer supreme to defend it.
You know how it felt? It felt like this.
This film will also feature the multiverse, and Doctor Strange and Wanda, also known as Carnage, will both be back for the film. Who the villain will be is very vague for right now, but there are a lot of strong rumors going around that either Nightmare, Mephisto, or Scarlet Witch herself will become the villain of the film. There's also a big rumor going around that this will be the first horror movie of the MCU, which is very interesting since you wouldn't expect that from the MCU. But a horror movie is apparently happening. And so this will be a very unique, interesting film. Then we have Thor: Love and Thunder.
Everything. Maybe you don't know.
Whoever holds this hammer, if he be worthy, shall possess the power of Thor.
My grandfather, many years ago, had to hide the stone from the Dark Elves. Ooh. Scary being. So Jane. Oh, there she is. That's your Jane, an old flame of mine. She stuck her hand inside a rock this one time. And then the ether stuck itself inside her. And she became very sick. And so I had to take her to Asgard, which is where I'm from. And we had to try and fix her. Oh, Jane and I aren't even dating anymore. The first time in 1,000 years, I have no path.
Jane, I don't know where you were or what happened, but I do know this.
Bingo! All right. It's time for me to be who I am rather than who I'm supposed to be.
I believe that fate brought us together.
Thor Ragnarok was an amazing film, and so it was bound to happen that a fourth film is going to happen. Only this time Thor will hand over his identity to his estranged lover, known as Jane Foster. She will return and become the female version of Thor. One thing is for sure, the Guardians will appear in this film. And also, of course, Valkyrie, Krog and Meek will return. There are even some big rumors going around that Lady Sif will make a reappearance. And it has been confirmed that Christian Bale will star as the villain known as Korg the God, a very underrated film. And so, this is bound to be another welcome addition to the MCU. Here comes one of the more fake projects on this list, and that is Black Panther: Wakanda Forever.
When stolen Wakandan vibranium was used to make a terrible weapon, we in Wakanda were forced to question our legacy. Those men and women killed in Nigeria were part of a goodwill mission from a country too long in the shadows. We will not, however, let misfortune drive us back. We will fight.
My name is King T'Challa, son of King T'Chaka. For the first time in our history, we will be sharing our knowledge and resources. Wakanda will no longer watch from the shadows.
Wakanda forever!
In 2020, we sadly lost Chadwick Boseman. He was one of the greatest actors we come to know over the last few years. He has made a name for himself before he died, and it was so unexpected for him to die. And he was great as T'Challa, which is exactly why Feige has confirmed that he will not be replaced by another actor, or that a CGI version of the character will appear in the film. In fact, it is confirmed that he will be replaced by someone else, and that other characters from the previous film will make a reappearance and go on their own adventure. And we don't know exactly who will replace our dear T'Challa, but the most likely case would be his sister Shuri, since that also happened in the comic. As for who the villain of the film will be, that's also a bit fake. But we do know that a lot of rumors have been going around that Namor the Sumerian will make an appearance, and there have also been a lot of Easter eggs and foreshadowing in previous film coming to his appearance. So it is most likely the case that he will be one of the big villains in the film. If not, then most likely KKK together with Mephisto will be the villains. Who knows? Then we have the Marvels.
I was sent by an old friend of your mother's. He'd like to meet with you.
Where?
I'm covering a lot of territory. The things that are happening on Earth are happening everywhere. On thousands of planets.
This will be the sequel to Captain Marvel, and it will have a lot of female heroes. Not only will we have Captain Marvel, but she will also team up with Miss Marvel and Monica Rambeau from the WandaVision series. This film will take place in the present time instead of in the past like the previous film. The film will feature two villains. One villain will be defeated in the first few minutes of the film, and then another big villain will come, and the three girls have to defeat that villain. We know from some rumors go around that one of them will be a male villain, and one will be played by Saw Ashton. We don't know who Saw Ashton will play, but a lot of people think the most likely case will be Moonstone or Queen Veronica, since this film will most likely set up the Secret Invasion series that will be released on Disney+. Then who will be the main male villain of the film? That is a little bit fake for now as well, but I'm hoping it will be Korvac, since it will be pretty great to see such a powerful villain on screen. All in all, this is bound to be one great girl power film which you female MCU fans don't want to miss. So go watch this film, girls, it's gonna be great. Then we have Kraven the Hunter.
Why does a nice guy like you hang out with a guy like Andy? They got it coming to him, your fucking wife and that kid, but you... I got a certain pride in how people talk to me. There are certain things I don't put up with. Accuses me of somebody else.
The next Sony Marvel film. This film will feature another Spider-Man villain, and one that is definitely one of the greatest. He will be played by Aaron Taylor Johnson, which is weird since that actor already appeared in the MCU playing Quicksilver, but maybe the MCU will have some explanation for that. Maybe this Kraven the Hunter comes from another universe, who knows. But we all know that Sony and the MCU will come together and cross over several times. And the case is likely then that Spider-Man will eventually fight Kraven, Venom, Carnage, or even Morbius. And Kraven the Hunter is bound to be one interesting film. We will follow a great hunter who will defeat a lot of animals and humans, and is going to be on a pretty interesting, great hunting adventure. This is going to be a very unique, interesting film, and it has been in the making for so long, and it's finally happening, and we're so glad it's coming. And this will be yet another film that's bound to surprise us. Next we have Ant-Man and the Wasp: Quantumania.
Hey Hank, it's been a while. I just had a really weird dream. It just felt very real. I was back in the quantum realm and...
We just crossed the threshold.
It's quantum entanglement between the quantum states of Posner molecules in your brains.
Oh yeah, no, that's what I was thinking.
It means that you would enter a reality where all concepts of time and space become irrelevant. This is your chance. The chance to earn that look in your daughter's eyes, to become the hero that she already thinks you are. The only chance we've got is that the two of you are out here together.
This is wild.
Look at us, teaming up twice. Those were the days.
Get out of there!
I know it all, and I've seen it all.
This film will bring back a lot of characters, including Ant-Man, Wasp, Hank Pym, Jensen Dine, and Cassie Plane, who will be played by a new actress known as Catherine Newton. Cassie Lane may become her comic book alter ego Stature in this film, who knows? And they will go up against a great villain. We have seen him in the Loki series, Kang the Conqueror. He will make a reappearance in this film, and the case is likely that he will also appear in other movies. Which movies is unknown for now, but we do know that he's making an appearance in Ant-Man and the Wasp: Quantumania, and this is going to be another iconic appearance, and this film will be a lot more interesting than the previous Ant-Man films. Not that those films weren't great, they were great, but compared to other MCU movies, they weren't that great. Then we have the amazing film we all have been waiting so long for, and we have to wait a lot longer. We hoped for Guardians of the Galaxy Volume 3.
So we're saving the galaxy again?
Yep.
Awesome! We're really gonna be able to jack up our prices if we're two-time galaxy savers. Yes!
You're right.
All you do is yell at each other. You're not friends.
No, we're family.
It will be released in 2023 in May, and the Guardians will return, hopefully with Thor, and they will go up against Asia and Adam Warlock. Hopefully they will also find the 2014 version of Gamora, and she will join the team and meet up with Star-Lord. Who will play our dear Adam Warlock is not known yet, but we're hoping it's going to be Nikolaya Coster-Waldau, also known as Jaime Lannister from the Game of Thrones series. And we all know from the comics that Adam Warlock is one great MCU character. However, he has also been known to become an anti-hero, and so maybe someone else will turn out to be the bigger villain. Maybe he's evil brother from the comics. Who knows? We all want that character to make an appearance. But one thing is for sure, this movie will set up a big future for the MCU, and it's going to be a great film for sure. We got Captain America 4.
Sharon, Bucky, what's going on your end?
Nothing, all quiet. I'm sorry, wait, who are you?
Captain America.
That's right, Sam Wilson didn't just get his own TV show together with the Winter Soldier, but is also going to get his own film. And the Winter Soldier, also known as Bucky, will most likely return together with Lucky Wilson's sister and Joaquin Reyes, who may take over as the new Falcon since he did that in the comics. As for who the villain will be, we don't know since this project has just been announced and is a bit fake for now. But we think it will either be a returning villain from the series, probably Zemo, US Agent, or the Power Breaker, or it will be a totally new villain, maybe Diamondback or Plan 2. Either way, this is bound to be a very interesting film, and it will be the first Captain America film with another Captain America in it. It's bound to be a very, very interesting adventure. Then we have Blade. This movie has been in the works for a long time, and there have been a lot of rumors going around, and it's finally happening. It will only take pretty long before it's coming. Blade will be played by Mahershala Ali, and the previous actor who played him will also maybe make a cameo, who knows. We don't know exactly who the villain will be or what the plot will be, but an R-rated is most likely, which is very interesting, since Disney doesn't really do that much. And we hoping that Dracula or some other big vampire villain will be the villain of the film. And it's bound to be one great film. Basil Tarek will direct. He's a very underrated director. This film is gonna be pretty interesting. Then we have Fantastic Four.
How did we get this far? Human beings have an immeasurable desire to build, to invent, to discover. Our future depends on us furthering these ideals. But with every new discovery, there is risk. There is sacrifice. There are consequences. A responsibility that rests on the shoulders of generations to come.
Be ready for what's coming. What is coming?
That's right. Marvel's first family will have their third reboot. And this time, it's gonna be great. We don't know anything about the project yet, but we know it's gonna be great because it's from the MCU. And the MCU so far hasn't really made a bad movie. And we don't know anything about the project yet, other than that John Watts will direct the film. And we know that John Watts can make some great Spider-Man films, and so he will probably make a great film out of it. Who will be cast as our host? Who will play the villain? We don't know, but here are my dream castings. I'm hoping we'll have John Krasinski as Mr. Fantastic, Emily Blunt as Invisible Woman, Ron Perlman as The Thing, Sam Claflin as the Human George, and hopefully Michael Fassbender as Dr. Doom, or Bryan Cranston as the terrifying, powerful villain known as Galactus.
Any tips on getting into the MCU there, Korg?
Have a dream, chase it, lose that dream, just sabotage all sorts of happiness in the pursuit of that dream, climb up to the peaks of that mountain, and when you get to the top, land at the bottom and realize you're never gonna achieve that dream, and at that point, check your emails. Maybe you'll get something from your agent saying, Marvel wants to talk.
Yeah, I prefer Dark.
Then we have the next project, which seems a bit weird, but Ryan Reynolds has confirmed itself that Deadpool 3 is happening, and it will happen inside the MCU. And it's gonna be R-rated, hopefully, and if not, a PG-13 Deadpool film could definitely work. That's bound to be one funny film. And we don't know anything about the film yet, but hopefully it will sell the X-Men for the MCU, it will introduce them, and it will show us exactly how Deadpool got into this universe. And it's bound to be one other funny adventure, and a lot of characters from the original films will most likely return. And so this is going to be yet another great comedy sequel.
Over 5 years ago, half of all life in the universe was wiped from existence. But then, 8 months ago, a band of brave heroes brought us back.
There's someone who wants to talk to you. Kate Bishop?
I don't think Tony would have done what he did if he didn't know that you were going to be here after he was gone.
Years from now, they're gonna ask, where were you when they took over the planet?
If you told me 10 years ago that we weren't alone, let alone, to this extent, I wouldn't have been surprised, but come on. Who knew? Forces of darkness and light that have come into play.
Okay, lastly we have a project that is maybe a little bit cheating, but Kevin Feige has confirmed to us that eventually a 5th Avengers film will come around and a new team will be formed. This team will consist of previous heroes and new heroes. Who the team will consist, we don't know. Maybe the team will be very different from previous teams. Maybe we'll have an A-Force or Young Avengers, or Dark Avengers, or even a Thunderbolts film. We don't know, but it's bound to be yet another great team-up film. One we will look forward to, and will really like this film when it finally comes out. It will of course take a long time before it's happening, but when it happens, this Avengers team will most likely take on a big threat like Kang the Conqueror, or Annihilus, or maybe it will adapt one of the great storylines from the comics, Secret Wars, and then the Beyonder will be the villain. We'll have to wait and see what exactly this film will all be about, but it's bound to be the film we all want to see the most. Okay, those were all the confirmed projects. Yes, there were also a lot of other upcoming MCU projects, but those were really fake rumors, and so I don't want to get in those films yet, since we don't know for sure right now those films will be released, and so I don't really think it's worth talking about those projects yet, until we have more information about where or not they will actually happen. So, without further ado, that was the video. I hope you guys enjoyed. Tell me down in the comments below which of those projects you are most excited for. Leave a like if you liked the video. Subscribe to my channel. Be sure to also follow me on Instagram and Facebook. This has been fun, and I'll see you guys next time.